Well, hello and welcome to the Tao Trifecta, the Tao Manifesting Tarot readings. Normally, what you would get is a complete video presentation, but as you know, if you have been tuning in, I've been running into computer issues over the past couple of weeks or so. It's a Mercury retrograde. I don't want to make any major purchases during the Mercury retrograde, so I'm trying to do the best I can to do a day-to-day kind of a podcast for you with tarot, but they're the audio versions, which I think is kind of a blessing, because even if you're looking at a video, if you have to get up to move, to do something, go get a cup of coffee, go whatever, doesn't make any difference. If you move away from the picture, it now becomes audio, it becomes radio. So in lieu of not having good video presentation at this point, until I get to order my new iMac coming up after the Mercury retrograde, we're going to do audio versions. So you are free to listen, you're not going to miss a thing, and at the same time you can do a couple of things at one time. It makes it kind of more interesting to do audio as opposed to do the audio-visual combination. Although we're trained to like the two of them, very often you could be watching a video of one kind or another and have to get up and leave. Well, it's strictly audio at that point. You're listening. So let's do this one and the rest of the tarot readings until I get the new iMac. Let's make them audio podcasts. Alrighty? So this is the Tao Trifecta. I do this once a week, this day, usually on a Sunday. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the frequencies that will impact you for the week ahead, maybe even farther. And I focus on three major areas: health, wealth, and happiness. Alrighty? Money can't buy you any of those. Money can't buy you health. Money can't, well, I guess it is wealth of a matter, but it's not necessarily true value. So health, wealth, and happiness. Money definitely can't buy you happiness. So these are the energies we're going to be focusing on in the week ahead. And we begin with the health part. And the energy happens to be the proverbial King of Cups. That's nice. That's nice. That means, number one, that you could be appreciating yourself. Love, self-love is the most important to loving anybody else, right? If you love yourself, you can love others. If you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody, no matter how hard you try. Hence the idea of narcissism. And so the King of Cups says that you are really focused on your health. You are treating yourself with loving kindness. You are really going that extra mile for your health. Something, you're probably on the path, but maybe you're only going halfway. Well, I could do this, I should do this, whatever, those kinds of things. I think you're coming to the point where you're saying this week, certainly, yeah, let's go in full. Let's go in full. Let me really love myself by taking care of my health. And the card to back it up is building blocks. Yeah, that's the energy card, building blocks, which is exactly what I said you were doing. You are working towards fulfilling your loving commitment to your health. Because for me, health is the greatest wealth of all. You have your health, you have everything. If you don't have health, I've talked to people who were millionaires, no billionaires as far as I know, but millionaires, lots of money, and their health was lousy. And I suspect they would give every penny they had to get back to where they were when they were, let's say, 20 or 30. Give it all away just to go back to where I was healthy, I was fit, I was normal. I could do anything. I could be anything. So we begin for the energy for this week. The King of Cups, building blocks. Okay, that's what you're doing. You're working on a loving commitment. It's not a panic. It's not fear. It's love, self-love. And to reiterate that idea, we go from health to wealth, and we have in reverse, because I'm using the vice versa cards, the Knight of Cups. Knights always bring blessings, always bring gifts. And again, that reinforces what we were talking about just a moment ago about your health. The King of Cups, health, commitment, building blocks, the whole idea of you working on a plan, continuing, filling it out, making sure that you really make the full commitment to your health. Well, it's the same kind of a thing here. You're still working out some of the details. That's what the Knight of Cups tells me. Still kind of working out how you can do that. So you're not quite there. The Oracle card supporting it is not for you. You don't want illness anymore. You're tired of not really making the commitment to yourself. Here you have the King of Cups. Here you have the Knight of Cups. Building blocks. You can feel the energy. You are working towards really taking care of your health, which is your greatest wealth. Because you're not going to settle for less. You know, find somebody who is sick and ask them how much they value their wealth. And that's really, or health, that's really what wealth is all about. What is valuable to you? You know, the first reaction of a lot of people is going to be money. Too bad. Because again, money doesn't buy anything, except more money, I suppose. But doesn't buy you health, doesn't buy you happiness, doesn't buy you love. But we believe this idea. Ask somebody, in fact, I saw a study recently. Psychologist was talking to a couple of billionaires. And every single one of them, top of the list, they were worried that people were paying attention to them, were connected to them just for their money. Well, that's not love. That's not satisfying. That's not a positive emotional experience. So what can money buy you? More things. But things don't equal health, happiness, and love. So, I mean, you got to have money as a kind of a way to barter your way through our system. But it's really been overvalued. But of course, it's been used to manipulate us. So you are really focusing on your health in a very loving, positive way. And we move to happiness. And we have the Queen of Wands. Boy, you want to talk about happy? There is a lady who is happy. The wands are positivity, enthusiasm, joy. All good stuff. The stuff that makes you feel plugged into your life. That's a real powerful card. And the Oracle card behind it is why. Okay, so when it comes to your happiness, you're asking the question, what does it take to make me happy? Why does it make me happy? And does it really make me happy? Or is it just some sort of facade that, well, I have to follow because that's what society says? Take a look at society. Not so happy right now, are they? And yet they bought into the money game. So it's got to be something else. And that's really what you are asking about. That's what this Queen of Wands is asking. Why? Why do we do it this way? Other people have much less and are happier. In fact, generally speaking, those who have less, not to the point of extreme poverty, but those who have less are happier than those who have much more. Why? That's what you're looking at. And one of the first steps this week to kind of summarize this Tao trifecta, health, wealth, happiness, you are devoting yourself to healing yourself, to doing the things that help you heal, to doing the things that make you feel whole, connected. Because that will take care of your health, that'll take care of your wealth, and that will satisfy the happiness factor. A very, very big week. And of course, with the Mercury retrograde and other things coming up, eclipses and so on and so forth, I would imagine, based on these cards, you are in the process, if you're not actually physically doing it right now, you're in the process of upgrading your life, of making it mean more to you. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. It's very, very important. And that's what the week holds ahead in terms of the energies. Tao trifecta. More next Sunday. We'll do this. And the rest of the week, we're going to do the audio podcasts of the Tao Tarot, manifesting tarot thing. We're going to keep doing that. I like this idea temporarily till I get my new iMac, because it gives you a chance to listen and yet take care of other things at the same time. Good stuff. So again, a quick review of this week. You are making now a commitment, or working on it, to healing yourself in whatever area needs to be healed, because you know if you can do that, if you really make the effort, you can have health, real wealth, and honest happiness. Peace and blessings.